Well, moving on to the global economy, once booming global trade slowing down and shipping companies need to change course. Joining me now to discuss the bulk shipping sector is Angeliki, Frangou, Chairman and CEO of Navios Holdings. You can see the world in your business. Is it improving in terms of shipping, the volume, and the price paid just in the last few months?
The reality is that in the end of the fourth quarter, we saw the absolutely freezing of the trade, international trade, with letter of credit disappearing. From December, we have seen our index, the BDI, which is an early indicator of economic activity, moving by 50% to over 1,000. So, of course, we have not reached the pre-September levels, but this is a direction that is positive. We have some measured optimism about the market.
And you were referring to the Baltic Dry Index,
yes,
which is a measure of the cost of shipping dry bulk goods.
The freight cost.
Right. What about, you can see, are there any regions in the world that are still holding up reasonably well in terms of the economies?
The region which is the strongest is Asia, and specifically China is going to be growing even in 2009 at over 7%. Compare, of course, with what it used to be in 2008. This is a hard landing for the Chinese from the double-digit growth, but it's still a very strong growth relative to the rest of the world that is going to be almost negative, the developed countries. What
are you doing in terms of your fleet? Is it growing? Is it static? How are you managing that in these tough times?
We have managed, we had a strategy which was conservative. We protected our downside. We employed our fleet for over 4.5 years, so we have all the time to look at the market and reassess the situation. So we do not have any short barriers, and we can see that the market is going to be rebounding. Urbanization is still there, and you still have infrastructure development, which the big beneficiary is dry bulk. All the fiscal stimulus around the world are positioning for infrastructure, shovel-ready projects. Right. So we see that this is going to be a good direction for our market in the medium term.
Angeliki, Frangou, thank you, of Navios. A great perspective that very few people can see. Thank you again. Well, we're just about a little more than 5 minutes from the close. Let's count down to our 7 late moves.